So, what I thought was really interesting about this week was that the fact that we took two different movies from two different time periods, both about powerful women in different cultures, and seeing how much Disney has improved in representing both of these things. And it gives me hope that it will get better in the future because it did improve. You could see from Mulan to Moana. Um, and while they're both problematic in different ways, I think it's pretty obvious that Moana is a lot better. And from their point of view on women until their end to the use of cultures. They got input from the people of the culture now. They, even if they did not create the whole film, they tried to have it be as accurate as possible while still being able to make a profit. And they used voice actors from that culture. Obviously, in the past, Mulan did not do all of that. And Disney took criticism from Mulan, the things that people suggested to do for Mulan, they did it for Moana. So clearly, there are improvements that are being made, even though Moana was problematic for different reasons. This is obviously a controversial issue, but one thing I personally can't find an answer to that I'm comfortable with, that this is a class about representation in the media, and I think it's a pretty common consensus that women, people of color, LGBTQ people, people with disabilities, and other people are underrepresented in mainstream media, and this should be changed, and we should try to represent these people more. But then when a mainstream media represents these people, they're told that they should not do this, that this is wrong. So while it's true that people from that culture could bring a much more accurate representation and description if they would decide to make their own movie about a topic, that movie would not be likely to get as much traction as a Disney film, and it wouldn't have the same audience, and it just wouldn't be as popular or successful as a movie like Moana because they don't have the capital. So should companies like Disney not try to represent all kinds of people like they have been criticized for not doing in the past as well? Do we need to sacrifice representation in big media names? I don't really think there's a good answer because while I would love to see the whole film created by someone from that culture, that's not realistic for a company like Disney, for a big company that's been doing things that way. And that makes a lot of money doing things that way. So I think hopefully they'll take the criticism from Moana and then do better next time because I think it's important to see princesses that are from different cultures, and that's Disney's thing, to take these princesses and make them powerful people now. So I think it is important that it's just not all European people. So I know Maddie was more critical of this than everyone else seemed to be, which I completely agree with, and everything that I read in the articles totally understood and totally agreed with, but I just can't find it in me to say that it's wrong for Disney to even try to represent these cultures, to even try to put it out there because they've gotten criticized for not doing it, and I think it's good for children to see the different cultures and the different just different kinds of people than them on the screen. They did something similar with the movie Coco, and I thought it was really great, but I haven't really looked into many reviews of it and what that criticism was. And takes place in Mexico. And I'm not saying that Disney did not mess up at all, and I think the criticism is really valid about both movies, and it should be mentioned so that next time Disney can do better. And this is seen in the difference in Mulan and Moana. I do have to disagree with Hannah a bit when she talks about that movies should just be enjoyed as entertainment, and that people take them, they criticize them a little too much. I think the media in general is a lot more than entertainment, and it really shapes the way that people think about things, especially at such a young age when the kids that are enjoying Moana, Mulan, and whatnot. And I think because it's so important to get it right so that it's not misrepresenting people, that it is representative of what the real world actually looks like. And there's all different kinds of people because the world is such a diverse place. So criticism is important and it will always be there, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Someone's always going to have something bad to say about a movie or something in the media they saw, but that's good. Then you learn from that. Of course, I will never understand what it's like to watch these movies being from that culture. I would definitely have a different perspective on it than one I have right now. And I know that Hannah and Maddie both kind of mentioned this, that it is a children's movie, so Disney clearly knows that what children like and what they react to, like over exaggerated characters and whatnot, because that's what the storyline is about. But I really enjoyed this topic this week, and I like thinking about these kind of things, but I don't think there's a correct solution at this point, and I think it's important to continue the conversation to try to find one.